I'm coming out of King's Walk Shopping Centre after getting my magazines for the week. Of course, I'll be taking on holiday in Hampshire, I'm sure. And of course, we start our bus spotting here in this gap here. So with that said, let's get on the video, shall we? Of course, because we've got all the view of Clarence Street there. So you've got Alexander Esvar 305 Mount, Route 240, 22, 747. And there's also another Alexander bus down there, far front by Scania to 50 UD. And then we've got an Alexander Esvar 327, 710 here. So, we of course will now start a walk down towards the bus, towards our first stop, which is round by the transport hub, and then of course we will then go all the way up to the railway station, where you will see a mixture of buses and trains. Of course, last week all the trains and buses were really chaotic because buses on the route 10, 8, 64 and 65 and 12 were working approximately 25 minutes to half an hour late, and even the trains were having struggle because of some kind of incident on the line towards Cheltenham Spa. And that was really interesting. So yeah, this is the other bus, 15358, which of course, that bus of course was more or less with us the whole way. There looks like Alexander Esvar 327, 778, and by the looks of those lights there, the bus has probably broken down. And that's going to cause a knock-on effect on services. But fear not, because there is another Alexander Esvar 300, which is probably on number 8 service. As you can see, it's a very empty all the way through here. Because of dead 27th century and 78 with bus driver in front, is of course having a little bit of troubles. 27th century 10. Passing by. Yeah, 27th century and 6 this one. Of course, supposed to be heading towards Hunts Grove. Herta Nazrin Razam. I'm doing bus spotting in my home city of Gloucester. There is enough gap for that Alexander Esvar under Scania. So 2247 is now leaving. Yep, Alexander Esvar 400 has sneaked into that little gap there. Perfect. So with that said, what bus alongside the transport hub on this fine morning, which of course is sunny, bright outside, but there's supposed to be predicted thunderstorms in the afternoon, and I did see a couple of clouds of course in the afternoon. That does look a little bit stormy of late. But it's also, of course, was a little bit more chillier than this of late. Let's go have a look. Sorry. And now you can move over. Right. I'll go ahead, Pullums. Right, Gemini 3 Street, deck number 374 again. Seen it of course a few times when it's coming down here. careful because this is where some people living aware. Right, Sundays, Welcome by Scania, N230D 15872. We'll say about the screen display on departure, mornings departing services, 94 to Cheltenham all the way to the go-ahead Pullens, 99 to Cheltenham in 37 minutes time. Because they still haven't, oh no, they've actually fixed some of the screens, because it wasn't showing up all this. And of course, Icelander's from MMC 10756. Is the other one. And yes. Most sheltered transport hub. But we also have a couple of more Alexander's and 100 Scanias heading this way. It's one of them in the corporate library, that's got to be 15638. And the other one, 94X, is 15875. And they'll be taking this stop. Yeah. Right, with all those buses accounted for, it's time to head to the railway station. So, of course, we do have a little bit of a moment here where we're going to have to wait for traffic. So Alexander 323, which I believe has been the next recipient of the new corporate library. So it's another Stallion 250D coming this way as well. 15366 or 65. When the traffic says red light, stop, and when green light says go. Red light! Green light! So there we go, 15365. So again, second round, says red light, you wait, with green light, you go. Red light, green light! So much squiddly games coming across here. Right here you can just about see the 15638 behind 15872. 15638 I think is returning to the transport hub. So yeah, there it is. It's got those black light shells in front, and it's rattling around. Oh, and before we move, there is actually Flixbus on the service 44 to Gloucester. Of course, would be a Euro coach, obviously. We'll wait until we actually see it pass. So of course a Yutong GT12 2023 plated. And there's more buses playing out from the back. Heard Harry Steins, I am not on the road, I'm on pavement. So yeah, that mighty, very big flick dual axle Yutong GT12 by Flixbus is now entering the transport hub on to stand B, it would be, because Stand A is only designated for National Express services only. It's got 15362 on that lot. Right, railway station. Let's go. Of course, there's already a Class 800 in the 802 in platform 4. We'll be going very soon. So I don't get stuck in them behind slow coaches. So, yeah, the trains are 9:35 to Worcester 4 Street, but also the Bristol Temple Meads, Nottingham and Cardiff Central services will all be seen today in the morning session. So we need to actually get into, we do actually need to get into position because the train is ready to leave any minute. Doors are closed. I'm in 158, 767 is leaving. I think I just had a camera fault. So yeah, 158, 767 on the service to Bristol, and of course 802.018 on the service to Worcester 4 Street. Go out quite quick. There's actually another thing that'll probably affect bus and train spotting sessions. Let's see. We will see in a minute what it is, and I'll read it out to you. Buses replace train services to or from Gloucester. To or from Gloucester. Which means that there probably won't be any train services running, I don't think. Or actually, or it could be that trains will only terminate here. It'll be 27th of September to the 5th of October, and it says something about an upgrade. So maybe they're redoing part of the line. Redoing parts of a line, maybe. Maybe it's doing. Well, I don't actually know what it's. I actually don't know what it's doing. What it's doing, that could just be track replacement. That's nice on this bar 300 by man 80.240 22 753. There is 2 more minutes until this service departs. Well, actually 1.5 minutes, less than 1.5 minutes actually. We'll be at Cornet Calendars, the 8, Bristol Parkway, Filton Abbey Wood and Bristol, Temple Meads. Yeah, doors are starting to lock. There's the brakes off. Off it goes. That's a pretty powerful exit. At class 158. So yeah, the next one I think is the 9:49 to Cardiff Central, which would, of course, I think it would be a cross-country service. Remember when they used to have the initials for which company did what services? Of course, it was majority was FGW, which was first Great Western, as Great Western Rail was once known. Then the Cardiff Central services were at sea for cross country, and then the others, they were like central trains if you were trying to go up north, so CT for short. So yeah, 9:48 to Nottingham, 9:49 to Cardiff Central. Which I think one of them could actually be a service by oh, look, there it comes. Past 170 turbo star on the 48 minutes past. Hello to Practical Radio. No, it's not London, this is Gloucester. You're too far east. $170, 108. Yeah, as you can see, if you were in London, there would be skyscrapers inside. This place does not have that. be also very way built up. So there's 10782 Alexander Escobar 400 mmc, of course, waiting there. Well, it's actually not waiting, it's actually going across the road there right now, heading towards the transport hub. So now it's time for me to get into position to see the arrival of 9:49. So earlier, some of the trains actually get here a little bit more early before the. And of course, I believe that service to Cardiff Central will be cross-country, so not cross-country transport for Wales. Yeah, because it stops at Caldicot and Seven Tunnel Junction as well. But how many kind of coaches? 2. Dear. Like, it would only be beneficial if this 2-coach train is a class 197 and not a class 150. That is either supposed to be going to scrap or going back to their lease company or to preservation, because they are starting to withdraw and scrap class 150s from Transport for Wales. I see it. It's only fitting if it's a class 197. Otherwise, go home. No. Yeah, I see it. It's a class 197. So it would be a class 197-0. But I think because of the arrival, the departure of the class 170s in a minute, I don't think we're going to even get to see the departure of the CAF class 197. I'd be lucky if I did actually get in time. Class 197's now departing. So, put your hands together for 197-011. Coming in fast. Class 170 seems to be slowly leaving the station. Only heard a little bit of power from that train. So this is where I do the quick walk as we go and catch up with that class 197, which of course is still roughly boarding after only just a few seconds. Dodge. Right, we are in position and the train is now leaving. Off it goes. So yeah, we'll be seeing that 197.011 later, because when I come out of my first volunteering things, it'll be more or less the same time. It'll be when it then performs the service to Cheltenham Spa from Cardiff Central. So we go Alexander Desval 327 Central 8. Service going up to Brockworth. So nice on Desva, followed by Scania into 30D15, 856. Leaving over there. So that about wraps it up for the morning session. I will be back at around 12:05 to 12:07 with the afternoon session, which of course you'll see a lot more trains and buses spotting, which will of course be the last live session till after coming back from Hampshire. So with that, and that will of course be a Thursday obviously. So with that said, thank you for watching my X-Files and I will see you later. Slugheads.